What is up, super fam and bro vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are doing our watch party and review for none other than The Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 8, the season finale. I am excited to get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and I hope you guys are excited too. Please let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions for the finale that we are about to get into tonight, because I am very much excited, if I do say so myself. I'm pumped, actually. This show has been so good, so wild, so sad. All of these words and adjectives for explaining things, and I just could not believe where we left off last week, man. What happened with our boy Loyal, and it was just a whole bunch of sadness going on last week, and I just was not prepared for it by any means. And but we're right back at it now, and I'm hoping that we can get a really good episode here. I'm pretty pumped, yo. I'm not gonna lie. So let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comment section down below. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you guys are pumped for the season finale of The Wheel of Time. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you're not, and then let me get a 3 in the chat if you're not really sure how to feel, because I am so excited, like you know what I mean, like I'm pumped for it, yo. I am so hyped for what we're about to get into. It's about to be a good good day today. I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are ready for it too. Man, I can do a little jig because goddamn it, I'm hyped. If you guys don't know, we are live right now, not only on YouTube, we're live on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, and Twitch, okay? So wherever you guys want to tune in with us at, you can tune in there, okay? Because that's where we at today. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you haven't already, because it definitely helps out tremendously around these parts. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. And you can also follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. Man, it's been a crazy week so far already. We had the Daredevil Born Again season finale last night. Tonight, it's the season finale for The Wheel of Time. And then tomorrow, we have the premiere for none other than Ryan Coogler's Sinners. And I am so hyped for that as well. Tomorrow night, we will be doing a review for Sinners as well. So make sure you guys got those notifications turned on and whatnot, so you can hear my review and then you can tune in live when we do a full breakdown and whatnot. Like, it's gonna be a good time, yo. It's gonna be a real good time, a real good time. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys are excited for it as well. All right. Let's jump into chat. Let's see how you guys are feeling. Marisu, what's up with it, girl? I can't believe we're here already. I know, right? Isn't that insane? It feels like forever. Like literally, it's been such a long time coming, and here we are, rocking and rolling and getting it ready to go. I got me some calf here just in case I get a little seepy weepy. It's been a long ass day today. I got a lot of work done, got a lot of stuff done. And tomorrow we're gonna be rocking and rolling as well. So I'm hyped. What do you think the big fight matchups will be tonight? That's such a good question. I really don't know what some of those big fight matchups are gonna be, especially seeing our boy Rand solo Forsaken in episode, like, it feels like that was episode 3 at this point, but you know what I mean? Like, seeing that happen, anything is possible to go down tonight. Damn, I'm a little hot. Maybe I should have made this an iced coffee instead of a warm one. Hey, what's up with the Kobe Rama? Yeah, I do make music. I do in fact do that for sure. I wish Amazon would launch season 4 next week. Yo, Tita, I feel that. I feel that for sure. I really want that. I need me some season 4. we're probably gonna get into the we might get into book 4. I don't know if I want to get into book 4 before season 4 though, because watching season 3 before, I mean, reading book 3 before season 3 definitely had me feeling a little type of way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be in full withdrawal next week. I feel that. I think next week we binge all of Lauren's unraveling the pattern episodes of the show. You know what I mean? And then just get like a full coverage going on for everything that happened. What's up with the Panda and Pablo? How y'all doing today? Justo just woke up. Happy to have you with us. How you doing, Matt? Top of the night to you. I hope everybody is having a good night that's tuning in with us, no matter where you're tuning in with us at. Let's get some love out there. Let's get some of these emojis going. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to do. There you go. Bam. Thanos versus Doctor Doom. That would be dope to see. I'm not gonna lie. I hope we do see something like that in Avengers Doomsday. That's all they have to do right off the bat to let us know how powerful he is, you know? Start the movie with him ripping some dude's back out. Not some dude, Thanos, but you know, that would be awesome. Yo, what's up with the Art the Clown? How you doing? Hey, I just recently started watching those Terrifier movies. I need to watch the most recent one. I still haven't seen it, but I did watch the other ones before it, and I liked them. I liked them. They were pretty gory. They were pretty wild, but they were good. That's how that most recent episode of Daredevil felt with Kingpin and how brutal it gets. That, you know what I mean? You know, this coffee is piping. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. It's tasty, but it's hot. Music make me lose control. Music make me lose control. I hope everybody's been having a good day today because, man, it's been. That's wild, bro. Hate from Uganda is insane. I'm not gonna lie. I was not prepared to see that one. Not gonna lie to you. That was intense. But that really made me laugh. Bro, that caught me off guard for sure. Yo, anyway, but yeah, I don't know what we could see go down today. I probably need to bust out my handy dandy notebooks because whenever I start writing stuff down, you know, the ideas flow a little bit better. So, um, some of the stuff that I would like to see tonight is anything to do with Loyal or other Ogiers. I guess like Loyal actually doesn't die this soon in the books, or I don't know if he dies at all, but I just know that a lot of book readers are like, "Hey, yo, this is not how things are supposed to be right now." When it comes to Loyal, please no spoilers in the chat about it. Um, and I think that's pretty crazy. That is definitely pretty crazy. But I would like to know what's going on there. I would like to see Matt maybe get a little bit more in tune with his luck, right? Matt's luck. I think it's definitely been teased at here and there a couple of times, but I don't think we've got an outright spelling of it at all or anything in that form. So I would like to see something about Matt's luck come to fruition. Uh I think that we're gonna see Eggy, Eggy V. What's her name? Damn, why can't I think of her name? Lanfear. I think we're gonna see Eggy versus Lanny, Eggy versus Fury. Uh, My pen is going out and it's pissing me off. Land fear. I don't think Rand really fights anybody for some reason because I feel like instead of Rand v any of the Forsaken, I think that maybe we see like Nynaeve and Elaine fight against the Forsaken that has her mom, like in if they find out about him, I think. Well, I don't know if everyone comes together. Actually, we might not see everybody like come together again because it's very spread out. Uh, so yeah, Eggy versus Lanfear. No idea what happens with Rand. I'm saying Eggy versus Lanfear, but honestly, it might be Moiraine versus Lanfear because we know that. Well, I thought maybe they'll save that for a little bit later. Moiraine versus Lanfear. Yo, literally worst pen I've ever used in my life. Uh, Moggy, I don't know what's going on with Moggy. We got Moggy going in being a absolute menace. Uh, but we might see Moggy fight someone. I'm not sure who. I think we see Fael, and the Aiel save Perrin. Kind of wild that bruh got all of them caught. Well, not caught, but was basically the reason why the Dark Friends were able to sneak in and do all the things that they did. You know, like they were able to do all of that because of the White Cloak guy, uh, and through Padden Fane also. So it's pretty insane. Last week was a huge battle, so I don't know if we get two battles back to back, but I would like to see some type of battle today. I would like to see some type of battle. It doesn't necessarily need to be a large scale battle, but I would like to see maybe even some magic battle stuff going on. And I don't want it to end super fast either necessarily. I would like to see, some things going down. Fael, Aiel, Save Parent. What else do we have? Matt's Luck, Aggie, Moiraine, Lanfear. Oh, Elaine and Nynaeve. We got them probably gonna do something. I don't know what though. I don't know what they could do. I don't know what Elaine and Nynaeve could get into, but the possibilities are obviously endless. And I guess that's kind of. I don't think that's it, but that's kind of the most that I can think. Oh! Damn, I can't think of the Crimson Chin's name. Leandrin. That's what her name is. Leandrin, yo. Leandrin's old scary sexy. Okay, Leandrin, yo. I love Leandrin's story this season. I want to see more of her. She wants to be a Forsaken, and I don't know if we do that. You know, I don't know what goes on there, but I would like to see it. So those are just some of my theories, I guess you can say, for today's episode. I don't know if any of them happen. Oh shit! But that's what's on board, or on my sticky notes, I should say. Moiraine still has the Dragon Ball. That's true. She does still have that Dragon Ball. She definitely has that Dragon Ball still. I wonder what she's gonna be doing with it too. No, my sticky notes are falling. Hey, sticky note. There we go. Damn, I always find you past my bedtime. Yo, what's up with it, Gregory? How you doing, yo? We got the season finale of The Wheel of Time tonight. It's about to be a good time tonight. I don't think we have time to cut back to the two rivers. Oh, you don't think we see Perrin again? Wow. You don't think we see anything like? Oh, wow. I could actually see that. I could actually see that going down and us not getting to really know what happens with Perrin and save that for next season. Oh man, I would be kind of very irritated about that, not gonna lie. But also, that's fine, I guess. Think we're done with Perrin this season? Ah, I don't want to be done with Perrin already. That's unfortunate, yo. Perrin's dope though. I mean, I get it though. He got a whole episode to shine, for real, for real. Like they spent that whole episode with him, and we really got to see like him doing the damn thing. There's like 5 other stories to wrap up. I don't know if any of those other stories need to be wrapped up in this season though. You know? Like we've got a lot of answers. I think we've got enough answers for this season, right? We know why Leandrin did all the stuff. We know why they stole stuff. They wanted the bracelet. We know why they wanted the bracelet. We know all of the, you know what I mean? Like all of those things are kind of not at the end of their life cycle, but it's like it. We know that part. You know, we know like the main part about those little things. I don't even know if the main part is a good thing to say. But it's like we're at least past the introduction, right? Like we know that yeah, we're past that introduction of needing to know what's going on with all of them, but more so now we do need answers for the Forsaken for sure. I would like to know what's going on with them, but also that doesn't seem like something that we wrap up in this season either, you know. It seems to be a lot of other things that are going on. Leandrin's gonna visit the Pancake Palace. Okay, cool. Loyal might not be dead, just falling forever. Yeah, that seems just as bad. Maybe a little worse. Did they say which Forsaken has control of the Black Aja? Well, what we found out was that the Black Aja used to work for Ishmael. Ishmael's dead now. So then we know that the other dude came in and started taking some of the Black Aja, right? And that's why they were like so quick to turn. And then that's why Leandrin killed the other one, right? And then that's why Magi came through and killed the other one, right? They were dying left and right because of all of these other things, and bruh just wanted to see people fail and die and all of that. So like we know that Leandrin wants to be the Forsaken now. We know the Black Aja have been split into like splinter cells, right? Like the splinter cell has been split yet again into a splinter cell. We don't know who the final Black Aja is at the White Tower, though. We don't know who that is just yet. Yeah, that's like the core things that we need answers for, you know? You got great energy, got a bounce. Evil always turns on itself. Hey, bro, I appreciate you for tuning in with us tonight. Gregory, have a good rest of your night, bro. Get you some Z's. We about to check out this finale here. It's about to be a W one. And we about to get into unraveling the patterns breakdown for episode 7, just to keep the hype going for tonight's episode with episode 8. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. Share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, on your stories, in the reels, all that good stuff, and let me know how you feels. Okay. If you haven't already as well, make sure you tune in with Unraveling the Pattern. Really, bro's doing the Lord's work, or should I say, bro's doing the light's work over there, breaking down these episodes for us. He's literally doing amazing. So, I love it. I love to tune in with these. It always gives us some good insight as to, well, not just insight, but really gives us some good hype and gets us ready for what we can get into in these episodes tonight. So, let's jump into it and let's see what's going on. Long ago, hey. I really like it. For the land, oh, cry for Netherland. Long ago. Hey.
The Wheel of Time Season 3 Episode 7 is titled Golden Eyes, in honor of Lord Perrin Golden Eyes, the wolf brother and reluctant leader who led his people to battle against a horde of Trollocs and Darkfriends, and mostly won. But what exactly were the people of the Two Rivers singing about? Where were Rand and Mat's fathers? What happened to Loial, and why weren't there any wolves? Let's unravel the...
What the heck? Where the hell were Rand and Mat's daddies? Wait a minute. Okay, the last time we heard about Matt and Rand's parent, Matt's dad and Rand's dad, they had left the Two Rivers to go looking for them or something like that, right? Did they go to the White Tower? Or was it the White Tower they went looking for their boys? Oh shit.
The episode to make sense of it all.
Maybe
this
they
is
pull
Unraveling
up in
the
the
Pattern.
finale?
I'm Lauren. This video is mostly safe for non-book readers, but check the description for a full spoiler warning, and don't forget to subscribe to help me get to 50,000 subscribers by the time Season 3 ends.
Oh, you're right. I am bringing in book
The Two
knowledge.
Rivers is a small region east of the Mountains of Mist that's protected by two large rivers to the north and south that flow west and south. There are only two ways in and out of the Two Rivers region. You can cross the River Terran on a ferry up north at a town called, get this, Terran Ferry, which we saw in Season 1 as Moraine took the group out of the Two two rivers and destroyed the ferry there. Or you can take your chances entering the region by traveling through the ways, and then getting there through the mountains. An old waygate sits in the Mountains of Mist somewhere around here. The Two Rivers is technically part of Andor, the largest nation in the Westlands. Their queen is Morghese, but they don't consider themselves part of Andor as they haven't seen an Andoran tax collector for generations. They simplified this region for the show, but in the books, the Two Rivers actually contains 4 villages, including Terran Ferry to the north, then Watch Hill, then Emond's Field, where all of the main characters originated, and then to the south, near the White River, is Devon Ride. You might have heard the main characters being called the EF5, or Emond's Field 5. In the books, Emond's Field sits out in the open near the center of the Two Rivers region, with farms and fields all around it, and with the quarry road leading west towards the Mountains of Mist. Tam and Rand al'Thor lived on a farm on the quarry road, just outside of Emond's Field. But in the show, they've simplified the region and put the village right into the quarry, butting right up against the Mountains of Mist. This not only puts the village closer to the Waygate, but it also keeps the village almost completely protected, except for this side, which is where the Trollocs attacked from. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The show's production literally rented a quarry outside of Prague and built the whole village there. I had the privilege of visiting the sets there back in 2023 before season 2 aired, and I finally got around to posting my video about it recently if you'd like to see the sets in more detail. While this region now only contains simple villagers, tobacco farmers, and shepherds, it once was a great nation called Manetheren, which means mountain home in the Old Tongue.
And this is where Manetheren once stood. One of the greatest cities and armies the world has ever seen.
It was a long time ago.
Damn.
We're farmers and shepherds now.
If you say it.
We've learned quite a bit about the history of the previous age, the Age of Legends, which took place over 3,000 years before the story of the show. But Manetheren existed about 2,000 years ago, in the current age, over 1,000 years after the breaking of the world. 350 years of war, called the Trolloc Wars, took place during this time. The people of Manetheren were some of the Shadow's strongest foes during the Trolloc Wars. Moraine said it better than I can in the first book.
For nearly 2 centuries, the Trolloc Wars had ravaged the length and breadth of the world. And wherever battles raged, the red eagle banner of Manetheren was in the forefront. The men of Manetheren were a thorn to the Dark One's foot, and a bramble to his hand. Sing of Manetheren, that would never bend knee to the Shadow. Sing of Manetheren, the sword that could not be broken.
Therapy has always been such a scary idea.
Beautiful, literally. So beautiful, yeah. I love Rosamund.
The people of Manetheren truly had the blood of warriors, as Alana stated earlier this season. Because they were a thorn in the Dark One's foot, the armies of the Shadow made special efforts to wipe Manetheren from the map. The last king of Manetheren was Aemon al'Car al'Thorin. Yes, as Bane pointed out, al'Thorin's name was similar to al'Thor, Rand's surname. It's likely that Tam is a direct descendant of the old king of Manetheren, or that his family took on the al'Thorin name centuries earlier, and it eventually shifted to al'Thor. Did you notice that Egwene al'Vir and Nynaeve al'Meara also have Al in their names, suggesting they also come from a royal line. Alan Mandragoran, too. Anyway, King Aemon's wife, Queen Eldrine, was a very powerful Aes Sedai who remained in the city of Manetheren, while the king and his armies held off the hordes of Trollocs for over 10 days, with no outside aid. The official Wheel of Time companion book says, eventually Aemon and his armies were killed. It was said that Queen Eldrine's heart broke the moment Aemon died. She reached out to the One Power to hunt down the victors and sent Balefire to consume the Shadow's army where they stood. That effort required more power than anyone could wield unaided, and she and the city of Manetheren died in flames. The once great nation of Manetheren was no more. The fragments of survivors became farmers and shepherds, and the place where King Aemon died became known as Aemon's Field. Over the centuries, the village name changed to Emond's Field. So when you hear people talking about the old blood being strong in the Two Rivers, they're talking about the blood of Manetheren, the blood of warriors who were a thorn in the Dark One's foot. With that in mind, perhaps the lyrics of Weep for Manetheren will now have more meaning. We walk the footsteps of our fathers, the trail blazed by our mothers. They bought the land with their blood long ago. Oh, sing, sing of Manetheren. Oh, weep, weep for the blood of Aemon. Oh, cry, cry for Manetheren long ago. There's something very special about this place, and not just because of its past.
Damn,
The show
that's
has
so
leaned pretty heavily
awesome.
into the prophecies of the dragon this season, and we've learned that, according to Aiel prophecy, Rand al'Thor is of the blood, but not raised by the blood, meaning his true parents, or at least one of them, was Aiel. We learned of Rand's father, Janduin, when Rand went through the glass columns in Ruidion and saw through the eyes of his ancestors. But the book version of this prophecy is a bit more complex. It says, he will be of the ancient blood and raised by the old blood. Again, the ancient blood refers to his Aiel heritage, but the old blood specifically speaks to him being raised by descendants of Manetheren. In the Wheel of Time, everything really does happen for a reason. The great nation of Manetheren had to crumble over 2,000 years ago so that it would become a place of refuge and safety to the eventual Dragon Reborn, to be brought there by Tam al'Thor and raised among sheep and fields of tobacco, with little to no influence or threats from the outside world or the Shadow. I really like this YouTube video that shows a simplistic visualization of gravity. The blue represents space, and the objects placed there represent matter. Rand is like this massive object in the center. He's the strongest Ta'veren to have ever lived, sort of like a supermassive object in the universe that attracts and affects other objects. I guess what I'm saying is Rand is fat. The very threads of the pattern swirl around him, and important people and events are attracted to him. In the current age, the pattern is in need of more help than ever before to counter the Shadow and bring balance. And so it seems even as a baby, the Dragon Reborn attracted some very important people to be born in the Two Rivers in preparation for the last battle. Mat, the Hornblower, Perrin Golden Eyes, Nynaeve and Egwene, two of the most powerful channelers the White Tower has seen in 1,000 years. And now Alanna found Mat's sisters and Daze Conger, the new village wisdom who took Nynaeve's place. And it seems they all have the potential to be even stronger than Alanna. Did you notice that when they linked with her, Alanna nearly burned herself out to create the sharpened hail that defeated the first wave of Trollocs and Darkfriends? The show isn't always consistent with one power strength as the books, but in the end scene from season 1, the weakest of the channelers appeared to burn out first. If that's always the case, it does appear that Alanna is likely the weakest of these women, as she appeared to be the only one who was close to being burned out. So Alanna has found people of the Two Rivers she can use in her army to fight the Shadow. But why did the Shadow's army bother with attacking this place at all? When Perrin confronted Padan Fain near the end of this episode, Padan Fain said the Great Lord, meaning the Dark One, wanted to wipe the Two Rivers off the map to make a point to the Dragon Reborn. I can't help but wonder if the Dark One also wants to try and destroy the old blood of Manetheren before they become yet another thorn in his foot. Well, that clearly backfired, and this attempt to wipe them from the map might actually have strengthened them and their resolve to fight the Shadow. What was once the Red Eagle banner of Manetheren has now been replaced by the Wolf Head banner of Perrin Golden Eyes, something Perrin wasn't too excited to see, just like in the books.
I know. You love it.
Though this hasn't been explained fully in the show, Perrin is another powerful Ta'veren, not as influential as Rand, but still significant. He rallied the people of the Two Rivers together, and even got some of the traveling people or Tuatha'an and some White Cloaks to join in and help during the battle. But he's extremely reluctant to lead. The people began calling him a lord, and just like in the books, he really didn't like it. Perrin's character in the books is pretty complicated to adapt for TV, because most of his character is driven by internal monologue. I think the show did a pretty good job of showing some of Perrin's inner conflicts in this episode. One of my favorite scenes was almost a blink and you miss it moment, when he looked up at the hammer while he was forging an axe. I couldn't help but hear paragraphs of conflicting inner monologue from Perrin during this quick scene. Later in this episode, Perrin picked up the hammer and dual-wielded hammer and axe as he fought against the Shadow's army. Did you notice that way back in the very first episode of the show, when Perrin fought alongside his wife Layla, that he fought with the axe and she fought with the hammer? This dichotomy is very prevalent in Perrin's story. He is animal and man. He's violence and peace. He is vengeance and justice. Perrin constantly struggles with his dual nature, fighting his wolf-like instincts while also being attracted to the Way of the Leaf, the Tuatha'an's pacifist ideology. Perrin's a bit like the food that was served to Ela and Aram after they arrived. Sure, Mistress Alvir was being a good hostess when she picked out the meat for the Tinkers in an attempt to help them keep their vegetarian lifestyle, but they refused to eat it all the same. Perrin wants peace, but must fight to protect his people. To the Tinkers, especially Ela, he's like the stew with the meaty bits picked out. Good, but not good good enough. But she seems to have hope for Perrin, whereas with Aram, she seems more strict. Her face says Aram was brought up in the way of the leaf and should know better, but Aram struggles just as Perrin does. Aram's own grandfather was killed by Trollocs the day before, and for what? If they defended themselves, perhaps his grandfather and other of the traveling people would still be alive. Can Aram or Perrin live in both worlds? In a world where pure evil is seeking to kill innocent people, is it even right to stand by and let evil win? The Aiel believe refusal to defend the innocent is one of the most dishonorable things a person can do, but once upon a time, the Aiel followed the way of the leaf. It wasn't until Luwin, one of Rand's ancestors, fought to defend his sisters from bandits that the Aiel of today were even created. Aram had a very similar arc to Luwin, as he and the Tinkers agreed to protect the innocent children of the two rivers during the battle. But when it came down to keeping the way of the leaf or defending the innocent, Aram chose what is arguably the more honorable path.
So many parallels.
Perrin also chose the path of violence at first, when it was about protecting his people, but in the end he chose justice over vengeance. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. I particularly appreciated how Fail lifted Perrin up in his moments of doubt and insecurity. She told him his wife's death was an honorable sacrifice because she chose to fight. She encouraged him to embrace the violent side to do what was right in defending his people, and when Perrin tried to protect her by sending her away, she saw right through it and determinedly stuck by his side. The wolf and the falcon really are perfect for each other. I really love the sequence after Perrin picked up the hammer and Fael ferociously stabbed the Trollocs that Perrin missed. I also appreciated the moments between Dane and Perrin. Dane Bornhold wants justice for what Perrin did to his father back in Falm at the end of Season 2, but not at the cost of doing what's right and defending the innocent people of the two rivers. Did you notice that Dane was fighting with his father's axe? In the end, he brought his White Cloaks help in the fight. Unfortunately, he didn't realize until it was too late that Pat and Fane and his group were all dark friends who had been hiding the Trolloc army from the
Pat and Fane's
Real quick
attack
before I
was
continue,
insane.
I have a good friend and Wheel of Time content creator, Rob
baby knife?
Christensen, the creator of Weekly Wheel News, who's struggling to find a job and needs some community support. He also happens to make awesome Wheel of Time themed merchandise through his wife's
is this
website,
the map maker?
newcreationsbyjen.com. You might have seen this awesome map that I use in many of my videos. I have two beautiful prints of Rob's maps on canvas on my wall.
We had
in my
Rob in the
office.
chat before.
He also makes amazing
Rob.
Wheel of
Shout
Time
out to Rob.
t-shirts, mugs.
Make sure
Back
you
to
guys
the
go
video.
get you
I
some,
appreciated how justice
some
was
stuff
handled in
from-
this
from
episode.
Rob,
Eamon
yo.
Valda, the White Cloak
I need
questioner
Rob
with
to make
extreme
me a
methods
map.
for burning Aes Sedai like witches, got what he deserved, as the Cawthon girls roasted him alive, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Valda was one of those villains you love to hate. He plays a very different role in the books and is around for much more of the story, but I think the show is hinting that
Really?
Child Bayar, who was introduced in a previous episode, might be taking on that role in the future. Bane and Chiad got to pay their toll, or obligation, to Loyal by defending him as he brought down the Waygate. This was by far the most devastating and controversial moment of this episode for me and for many book fans, as Loyal is not just my favorite character, but he's a very important pillar of the story all the way to the end. I don't know fully why the
All
show
the
chose
way
to
to
kill
the
Loyal
end?
off, and I suppose it is possible that this could be another fake-out death, but unfortunately I really think that Loyal is gone for good. I'm guessing there were budgetary and casting considerations. At least Loyal left his book behind. Do you think maybe another Ogier will pick up his book where he left off? Did you notice the trefoil leaf design on Loyal's hammer and on his clothing, representing the Tree of Life and the Ogier connection with the earth? I'm guessing Loyal used tree singing to form the handle of his axe. You also probably noticed that Loyal was looking very haggard by the end. They mentioned that Loyal was suffering from what's called the longing, a kind of withdrawal that Ogier experience when they're away from their Garden of Eden-like homes in the Steading. I was really hoping to see a Steading in the show at some point, and perhaps we still will, but not likely with Loyal. Loyal gave his life to break the Waygate, preventing the remaining Trolloc reinforcements from entering and destroying the two rivers. I'm not sure, but I think perhaps Loyal was tree singing when he hummed Weep for Manetheren and then broke the bridge and Waygate. Do you think he was tree singing? And if so, do you think that's what aided him in finally being able to destroy the bridge? Also, did you notice that the Hero of the Horn theme music played as he sacrificed himself? This reminds me of this scene from the Season 2 finale.
What of the heroes of today? That is what we are now. We are all the heroes of another age's legend. I think it's time we start acting like it.
It seems like the show version of Loyal is certainly a hero of the Horn. Hopefully the Horn will be blown again, and we'll get to see him return.
Look at
some
my
point in the
guy,
future,
bruh!
even if it's just temporary. Speaking of the horn, I appreciated this little moment with Matt's sisters, where they likened it to a sheep's bladder. I know some people have criticized the horn's design, so I thought this was a fun wink.
Yo, my guy
This
Thatcher,
episode
what's
raised
up,
a lot
brother?
of questions, like how did Bane and Chiad survive the explosion
Hope
of the
you're having a good one
Waygate?
today,
Plot
Thatch.
armor? Speaking of plot armor, I posted this Elden Ring inspired meme online and got a lot of positive responses from it, including Taylor Napier, the actor who plays Maxim, commenting on it. Alana is like a pincushion this season, seemingly able to
For
take
real.
many shots from arrows and live to tell about it, while other characters like Days Conger go down almost immediately. I understand that
poor
the show needed
Days.
to weaken Alana to up the stakes for everyone else, and I also understand that Alana is Green Aja, the battle Aja, and has more experience with battles and war wounds, and I even
Yeah.
understand that Alana's bond with Maxim could be strengthening her and giving her extra HP, so to speak, but I still felt this was a bit overdone this season. One thing I'm most curious about related to this, though, is where did these arrows come from? It's interesting to me that literally no other Trollocs
That's a
came
good
from this
point.
side of the village, as they only seem to attack at the front of the village through the gate. But then who shot these arrows at Alana and Days Conger, and why didn't they continue to attack from this point? I have a theory that it might have been Lord Luke. Did you notice that Lord Luke first appeared to be on the side of the people of
Punk-ass
the Two
Luke.
Rivers, but Perrin almost immediately distrusted him. And then in this episode, we saw Lord Luke with the White Cloaks before the battle. Then he seemed to disappear after they entered the village, and we never saw him again. What's up with that guy? I'm hopeful he'll be an integral part of Perrin's continued story in the future.
Is
For
bro
book
a
readers,
gray man?
obviously be wary of spoilers in the comments. One of the biggest questions I've seen about this episode is, where were the wolves?
Is that what he
Isn't
was
Perrin
looking
supposed
at
to be a
now?
wolf brother? And shouldn't the wolves have been a part of the battle? It seems kind of stupid to set all of this up with
T-minus
absolutely
8
no
minutes,
payoff.
7
This actually
minutes,
does
chat.
have an
T-minus
answer
7
from the
minutes to
books.
this
Without
episode.
spoiling too much, there's a lot going on here that hasn't yet been explained, which is another reason why reading the books and getting inside of Perrin's head is so
okay.
important. For example, did you notice in this episode that Perrin smelled Padden Fane's fear? Something that hasn't been explored yet in the show is Perrin's wolf-like sense of smell that goes beyond the physical. He can smell
Oh, it
emotions and feelings, giving him another layer of complex inner thoughts as he tries
Oh,
to
yeah,
unpack
because we
Aiel's and
haven't
Eamon's
had,
actions from how they often
oh, damn,
completely
that's right.
diverge from their feelings. Anyway, without spoiling too much, throughout the
We haven't
fourth
even,
book,
like, really
Perrin
went
is
into the whole
concerned
sniffer
because when he
thing.
tries to
Oh,
reach out to
damn.
wolves in the Two Rivers region, he can't find any. Later, he finds out that someone or something has been hunting and killing wolves on purpose. We actually saw a glimpse of this at the White Cloak camp in a previous episode. Wolf heads were mounted on pikes there. Who do you think
Oh,
could
yeah,
be
that's right.
responsible for this? Similarly, another question is, where were the Fades? Budgetary restrictions aside, there is an in-book explanation for this as well, but it's hard for me to say much without spoilers. Let's just say someone, likely the same person who nailed the Fade to the door in Season 2, is there in the Two Rivers. As for who was commanding the Trollocs
Shit,
with
I
no
forgot that
Fades,
shit
Perrin
happened.
seemed to imply that it was Padden Fane who controlled them. Fane even spoke in the Trolloc tongue as he called them off, which was a cool detail. Another question, where were Tam Althor and Abel Cawthon, Rand's and Matt's fathers? In the books, they were both a very important part of the Battle of the Two Rivers. As a matter of
wow.
fact, Tam is the one whose place was taken by Maxim, commanding the Two Rivers army to knock and loose arrows from their famous Two Rivers longbows. The show explained that Tam and Abel took Perrin's family away into the Mountains of Mist to keep them safe from the White Cloaks. But again, I'm assuming there were budgetary
That's
or
right.
casting schedule conflicts. Hopefully we'll see more of them, and hopefully we'll continue to explore all of this in Perrin's Season 4 arc and beyond. One last question. Who was Padden Fane working for? He claimed the Dark One himself wanted to send a message to the
Yeah.
Dragon Reborn, but we've learned that the Dark One only speaks to his chosen leader of the Forsaken, the Nameless, and that since Ishamael's death, the Dark One hasn't spoken to any of the other Forsaken, at least not as far as we know. In the first two seasons, Padden Fane only seemed loyal to Ishamael. We know that Ravin, Lanfear, and Moghedien have been recruiting or manipulating the Black Aja. Could one of them have commanded Padden Fane as well? Or could Ishamael still be alive? I mentioned in my previous episode breakdown that Leandrin also appears to be working for a secret master. Could she and Padden Fane be working for the same master? The Battle of the Two Rivers is one of the most epic parts of the fourth Wheel of Time book, The Shadow Rising. For many obvious reasons like budget restraints and episode time limits, the battle was simplified greatly for the show. If you'd like to know more about the full battle from the books and how it all went down, I'd recommend watching this Two Rivers battle breakdown video that I did in collaboration with another Wheel of Time YouTuber, Nameless. I'd love to do more videos like this in the future, so please remember to subscribe and to consider supporting me on Patreon or here on YouTube as a member so that I can have more freedom to make more deep dive and battle breakdown videos. So
That's awesome, yo. W video from Lauren yet again. That's awesome. Bro does a damn good job with these videos. And it always gets me so excited and hyped about what is going to be going down in today's episodes, man. Make sure you guys drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. We're about to get ready for our watch party and review of The Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 8. This is the finale, y'all. I am so ready. We got about 4 minutes until we get into it. We just finished watching Lauren's amazing breakdown for episode 7 over there on the Unraveling the Pattern YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go check that out. And I mean, wow. The hype is through the roof. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am so pumped right now, man. I'm so pumped to get into this, bro. Holy. It just feels like we've been waiting for so long for this, but at the same time, it's already about to come to an end. You know, very bittersweet. Very bittersweet indeed. But we're about to get into it in just a second here, y'all. So if you don't have it, if you guys haven't already, make sure you go run to the restroom. Go and do with all the stuff that you need to do there. Make sure y'all go get you some snacks, because it's about to be go time. And if you don't have any snacks, I got just the thing for you.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bon Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
We are 1 minute out from the watch party and review from the watch party. We are 1 minute out, less than 1 minute out right now. I am so hyped. Do we get the full opening tonight? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Perrin is like Daredevil with smells. Oh shit. I'm so psyched. Had a long ass day. Glad I didn't sleep through my alarm. Hey, happy to have you here with us, yo. Happy to have you here with us. And guess what, chat? It is midnight. And you know what that means? The new episode of The Wheel of Time should be up and running for all of us lovely people right now. Let's see. Episode 8 is not up yet. Oh. All right. No, don't panic. It'll be up soon. We just gotta kind of wait a little while. Ain't too long to wait. Boom, it's there. Hour and 10 minutes. Oh, hey, Ishka Darvin. Yo, it's about to get. I'm excited. It's about to get funky. All right, chat. You know what that means. On 3, we're going to press play and enjoy this episode together. I am hyped to check out this season finale. I hope you guys are too. Got it all teed up and queued up and ready to go. It is time to check out the season 3 finale of The Wheel of Time. This is episode 8. We're about to get into it, and this episode is titled He Who Comes with the Dawn. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Yo, it's about to be a damn good episode tonight, and I am so ready to get into it. Unfortunately, my headset just unplugged, so I'm going to have to go down there and plug it in. But first, we're going to do our sacred countdown for this episode and just get cracking. All right? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Gotta plug it in, gotta plug it in.
The Karakarn will be marked twice.
Let's go. Oh. Yeah, that is crazy. Oh, bro, so many things. And I doubt we're just going to pick right up where we left off with all of these characters, right? So there's been a little time from the last time we saw them. I'm so happy. Oh, 10 years ago at Tarvalon. Wait, what are we doing here? Whoa! What the hell? Whoa! It was like it's like a not as logical as you think, apparently. Wait. Is this when the Amerlin seat was selected? Oh. Huh. Huh. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Ah, 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 ah. Did her ass dirty. What does it mean that her cream color is darker? Yo, wait, why did everybody turn on her and wait until... Oh, this is crazy. I don't know how the hell they're able to weave this amazing weight into backstories. Oh, the music's going crazy. I didn't know she's only been the Amerlin seat for 10 years. Not gonna lie. And that shit went to her head. Damn. That was an amazing opening. damn. They were able to cover so much in that opening. Oh. This show is filled with some beautiful women across the board. Oh. Is that what we're doing? We're declaring for the Dragon Reborn today? She writing hella letters. Oh, we're holding 0 punches today, y'all, so buckle up. I didn't think they would even be on speaking terms, but I guess he did just kill that little girl on accident and she would be concerned about him. Oh. Maybe bro is going crazy. My heart. I don't think my heart can. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's not dead. Chat, did you know he wasn't dead? Mm. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was freaking awesome. Okay, Moiraine is insane. Just casual balefire name drop? God damn. Damn. That was everything's so horny. is Maki hot? Am I? God damn. Pancake. Dead. Oh yeah, we're moving, chat. It's about to go down. This dude Rand's about to teleport or some crazy shit. Like it's going down right now. Oh. I love Rand, yo. Why is it always an evil person that's talking about the gray area? That is just stressing me out. What the shit? This is awesome. That was a that was an interesting that was an interesting decision to make right now. This bitch. Of course. My God! Awesome. I love that they didn't show us the violence and we get to see the aftermath. I don't know why little stuff like that's awesome to me. Damn, Min, I see you. Min is knitted. Bro, Magi is everywhere. By dying slow. Oh my God, that was insane. She like unraveled bro's body. He's telling him. He's telling him immediately. Truth. Ooh. Seen it happen everywhere. No way we lose Loyal and Moiraine in the same season, right? Oh! Oh, shit! Wow, cheating. Whoa, cheating Destiny is crazy like that. That bracelet was on the same hand that was twitching earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know if that has anything to do with anything. It's about to go down. Not even about to. It's going down. I love that hair on Leandrin. Like, it's so evil. And yet elegant? And I think that's a good way to just sum up Leandrin. Damn. A cat, be careful. Is he gonna be the one to break the whole bro's not really been around her whole life spell? The Forsaken? Oh, that is like a pantsuit thing. I thought that was a dress. What the hell? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, the like the fashion, the costume designers on this, fantastic. They went stupid for this season, yo. Is there gonna be like the other end of that red door over here or something? Because that red door gave me like the Waze vibes, low key. Like you can go through it with like the use of something. Hmm. All right. Boom. Let's go. Oh shit! Yo, that was a laser beam. That was a laser beam. I'm 2 for 2 right now. What is he wearing? What the shit is happening? What's going on with Leandrin? Is it because she has the thing on? Oh, that's right. Because it's a collar and then it comes out of the thing and goes around the person as the whole chest piece. They wouldn't know that. I promise you, if Tom dies here, it's going to be chitty chitty bang bang for me. We're really speed running through this shit. This is crazy. Is he her daddy? Ain't no way Tom's about to die. Oh! What's happening? What's happening? Done. He's a goddamn throwing knife. She hitting the shit out of him. Oh my god! What is going on? Oh no, not Broken Matt again! God damn it! Okay, so everyone leaves with a new piece of jewelry if they ask for their wishes. If or if their wishes get granted, I should say. Why? Ain't no way she was waiting. She said. Oh. Oh. Damn. Oh, she's strong, strong. I did not see that coming. That was one hell of a strut. Hearing her daughter's voice that don't exist. Damn. Oh. Oh. Holy Moses! So everyone is leveling up. Shit, I forgot we was with Rand at all. Damn, Lan gonna have to kill homegirl that he was connecting with. Oh, that's sad. Damn. Not much, Sue. That's just what it's like when you don't have ads. Oh. Oh! That's what happened to the person that Moghedien turned into a dark one. Or a gray man or whatever. I like Cocky Rand, bruh. But you know, I'm all for someone who's going to the dark side. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Both. This is awesome. I can't wait to watch this entire show again. Hmm. Damn. This shit about to be sad. This, bruh. They about to whoop our ass with this episode. Oh, baby. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh my god! Oh my god, a goddamn coup. And just like that, damn, they all gotta die immediately. Ooh. Did she know the whole time? Oh my goodness, this episode is crazy. Oh, oh my. Who the shit is that? Oh, is that Lanfear? Yo! Look at what she did to his body! God damn, Lanfear be Lanfearing, don't she? Well, he's for sure dead now. God damn. That is brutal. Damn. Oh! Like, boy. Damn. Oh, damn. Damn. I mean, to be fair, she ain't wrong. Oh! Damn. No! Spit your shit! Yo, the rent was absolutely due for Yosha. Eh. Damn. Land, no. Oh! Oh! Double team. You about to die, Lanfear. Oh, he's about to murder everyone. There it is. Yo! Why are her wheat? Okay, what's happening? Why are her weaves like toxic ooze goo? Where the shit did she get her so? Oh! Damn, they about to take them both out? Bruh. Oh, that bitch teleported away. Is he making it rain? I have so many emotions. I have so many emotions. And that's how it ends. Yo! Oh my goody goodness. Damn. Yo! That was a banger! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I hella like that, bro. That shit was insane. Whoa. Whoa. Yo. I have so many emotions, bro. Yo, they beat the shit out of us with this season, bro. This was brutal, bro. Bruh, and the way that land fear was hitting him with the boom, and that shit was boom, 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 boom. Like, and that bellfire, like, bruh, come on, yo. That was insane. That was insane. Who the hell was Wukong that bro was talking to? Like, bruh. Bruh, Elida's on the throne. At what cost? Like, bro, what's about to be going down next season, brother? I need next season tomorrow. They need to be like, yo, season 4 is greenlit at Prime Video for the Wheel of Time, brother. Because, yo, that was awesome. Like, that was fantastic. This season, like, when I go back and rewatch this season, it's probably going to be insane. Like, rewatching this show is going to be insane already, but this season is wow. That was truthfully incredible, yo. I love everything that we just saw. Mm. Damn, I can't believe they really did it. You know? Like, they did it. They did that. Incredible finale. Everything was there that I needed. Like, the magic system was on full display yet again. I'm so excited that we got to see it in the way that we did. Really letting us know. I think being able to see the type of weaves that Lanfear was able to do in this episode versus what Moiraine was able to do, even with a Sa'angreal, she still wasn't able to, like, you know, like, hit her with that shit like Lanfear was hitting her with. And that really lets you know something. Like, for real, for real. We did not see Leandrin again at the end of the season. So the last time we saw Leandrin, it was her talking to Moghedien, and we don't know what happened after that conversation. Like, bruh, Rand has made it rain in the goddamn desert. He is so powerful, it's ridiculous. Like, his power level actually needs to be studied because bruv is on he's on another level, man. He is just on another level. That was beautiful. I need to know why Lanfear's magic was goo. You know? Like, her weaves was not like, it was not the light, it was not the taint, it was like a glob. It was like a symbiote of goo that bubbled and toiled instead of being, you know, instead of being any of those other things. So I'm really interested in knowing what's going on there. Matt had an entire conversation with a goddamn demon. I don't know what I did not expect that. Like, out of all the things that I was ready for in this finale, I'm gonna let you know right now that Monkey Man was not on the list. You feel me? Like, I did not think we was about to see this. Wait, that's just a thumbnail. I did not think we was gonna see this, bro. Of all things that was on board today, I didn't think that this was gonna be one of them. But damn, like, bro looks insane. That ain't no damn fox. What? Bro looks like Wukong, literally. Like, this is what Wukong looks like. Foxman, Foxman, Foxman. This is literally what Wukong looks like, though. Like, that shit is crazy. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's happening here, bro. And I think, like, I need to know what Matt wished for again. Because he made 3 wishes and he didn't mean to make them, though. Right? He said something about the one power. He said something about, he said something about all these things, yo. So it's like, was his wish about the one power also connected to everyone else absolutely leveling up or something weird like that, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I have so many questions. I have so many feelings. Like, out of all, like, bro, this episode was crazy. This shit was insane. Like, what? Homegirl she's shooting laser beams from a staff. Bruh, from a staff. Absolutely words are lost on me. Like, because this was just firing off at a high, like on high cylinders is just not even the right words for this. They went so hard. And it seemed like, bruh, yeah, like, because it's like Matt makes that wish about the one power or whatever, and then immediately after that is when Nynaeve levels up, and then after that we see Rand level up. Like, we damn near see even Egwene leveled up because she was able to boot Lanfear out of the dream. Like, everyone leveled up in this episode, bruh. And that was, yeah. So many amazing moments. We got to see Lan straight up fight a goddamn Forsaken. Like, what? And we got to see what it looks like when someone breaks their dark oaths. Another thing I was not prepared for. I mean, they just went for it in this episode. They threw a lot. I don't want to say that they threw stuff out the wall to see what sticks, but it was just like a very calculated things that were going on, and it just was kind of wild. I love the way that we were able to tie this moment back to the moment where we see Magi, making that one dude a goddamn, a gray man. Like, his whole, like, life force left him, right? Like, bro, just so much stuff was going on here. That chick got hit with balefire, and it rewound time. And what she did with the balefire before, I have so many questions. Like, like, goddamn. You see, I was kind of right. We didn't have any more answers, really. All we got was a shit ton more questions instead. Because we got all our answers so far. And today they was just like, all right, bro, let's see how much they've been paying attention. That's what I feel like today's episode was. Let's see how much that they've been paying attention to this season and to the previous seasons before this one as well. Like, wow. I'm seated, and now it's over. Like, bruh, please. I need so much more. And I'm pretty sure Eilfin was speaking in Old Tongue. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like he was speaking in the Old Tongue and English. Like, there's no way that I can have a linear conversation right now because my brain is scattered with all of the information that we were just obtaining right now. Like what? Seeing this moment between Rand and Moiraine was life, bro. To see her talk to him with respect and not talk to him like he's a little boy who she's trying to protect or doesn't understand. Like, no, she was just flat out talking to him. They were having a real conversation. And I love the way that they were able to show the duality between Moiraine and Swan Sanche at the same time, yo. Like, they really let us see, like, Moiraine tell her full truth to Rand, and then we see Swan tell her full truth to Elida, who is an evil person, yo. Like, the way she just waited and did, like, bro, yeah, that was just so, yeah, that was sad. I didn't expect any of that. I did not expect Swan to get, I did not expect her to get cooed and straight up, she didn't get shielded. They got, bro, they tortured that woman and then killed her. That is so sad. They stilled her, beat her bloody, and then questioned her and beheaded her. Like, bro, that is like, what? If he was gonna kill her, just kill her. But nah, like, no, they drew it out and they made it just as heartbreaking as it could have possibly been as well. And that is just brutal, yo. That is just brutal the way that they did us with Swan, and the way that they did us with Moiraine. Like, bruh. And I thought Moiraine was gonna die too, and then it's just Swanshay that they take out. Oh man, come on. Come on. Yes. You know? Ugh. I can't believe it, yo. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you guys enjoyed the season finale for The Wheel of Time Season 3. There we go. That was just, bruh, so much. Like, okay, in book 3, there is a way to create a new Forsaken if there's like 13 Black Aja or something like that, and then they have to also channel into one person or some weird shit like that in order to make a person a Forsaken or turn them to the Dark One. It's some shit like that. It seems like that has been fully replaced with using the channeling thing for a male channeler or whatever, right? Like, I don't know if those things are the same. It feels like they're trying to be the same in the show. I don't think those are the same in the book, but I haven't read book 4, so I don't know if the collar is in book 4. You know what I mean? But it seems like they were replacing turning someone to the dark with using the collar instead to make someone a Forsaken. I don't know. That's something I really want to know what they're doing with that. If that's Leandrin's goal in the book as well, I am excited for book 4. Let me just tell you that. If Leandrin's main goal is to become a Forsaken, oh, baby, the way I want that to happen so bad. Like, Leandrin would be a menace Forsaken, and maybe that's why they've been hiding that secret 8th Forsaken, because it is Leandrin. Or maybe there'll be 9 or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's not going to be 9 now because bruh's dead, so. Oh my god. Moggs, yo. Moggs is a menace, man. Moggs is a menace. She was going through doing the damn thing in this episode. Love seeing her pull so many threads and for it to kind of all come together here. I cannot believe. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot believe what they were able to do with her and how she basically made a complete web out of bro's skin and blood and entrails. Like, that was insanity. Like, that was absolute insanity, brother. I wasn't prepared. That was insane. And it was dope because we saw her unraveling his body. And then we see that she really did unravel his body and had it everywhere. Like, that was incredible. It was also amazing to see Nynaeve break the seal or the shield or whatever was on her. It was amazing to see her finally be able to channel again and to see her just kind of embrace what that really meant and what that felt like. She was holding on to her daughter so tightly, and I like the way that she talked herself through her own stuff by talking to her daughter. If you know what I'm saying, right? Like, with the stuff that she said to her daughter, she remembered, and it was now being said to her as a being, like, I don't know. It was just like, I like that, you know? That was, like, that was awesome. I love that. Land taking on a Forsaken with just a sword is ballsy. And bro was doing it too. He was like, hey, you kill me. But all I know is you can't fight both of us at the same time. And she was like, I got you. Yeah. My shit is tripping. Yeah, we were frozen for a little while there, but we're back. We're back, guys. Don't you worry your pretty little heads. No! No! Yo, my short stream absolutely took a dump on itself. That's so unfortunate. It died. God damn it. That's lame. That's lame. I'm actually pretty peeved about that. Bro, I gotta get this shit fixed. But yeah, that was an amazing episode, bro. That was just the way they just tease us with so many bittersweet things. Seeing Rand be a badass, but at what cost, you know? Rand announces himself as the Kara Karn, but Egwene was not okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, she was terrified about it. She was terrified that he had did that. That was just so sad, yo. Talk about not being prepared. Bellfire baby, welcome to Finland. Tom lost his hat. No. Yo, that's way cooler than what she did last time. Yeah, for real. That was incredible. That was so good. I agree. You gotta watch and find out, read and find out for the goo. Aw. IDKY's face is blue, but I love the design. Bro, I love his design as well. He is literally Wukong. Bro couldn't look any more like Wukong if they tried, bro. Like, it's insane how much he looks like Wukong. I don't know if you heard, but we don't like Elida. Now I understand why you guys was tripping off of Elida the whole time. Fuck Elida, man. And her punk ass was just sitting there. How dare she? She's super hot, but some of her actions are complicating things for me. You think everyone is hot in this show, my guy. Yeah, everything is hot to you. Bro, I'm telling you, you just you like, you know what? We're just gonna let you have it, man. We're just gonna let you have that. We're not here to kink shame, bro. I'm just saying, you know. Hot and scary, hot airy, new word unlocked. No, that's not, no. No. That's not it, brother. The episode needed another 20, 30 minutes. Holy sneakies. I mean, holy sneakies is correct, yo. Like, that was insane. We definitely needed another episode. There is a shit ton in this. I can't wait to watch it again. Because I felt like I had whiplash from all the things that were going on. I was just, oh. But not like in a bad way, though. I don't want to say that like it's bad, because I don't think it's bad. It was just like so much information. How did Moiraine heal herself with the one power? She didn't. It looked like she did, but she didn't. She just pulled the knife out and fell to the floor and was crying out because of Swan dying. I think the death of Swan and the bond, whatever bond they had together, because there was some type of bond, because she knew she died immediately. So, feeling all that going, maybe it just kind of took that pain away or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that the wise ones who are Aes Sedai, along with Egwene, they can probably heal her from season 3 to season 4. You know what I mean? Because she didn't die. As long as she didn't die, she's good. It was hilarious the way that Lanfear absolutely skedaddled immediately as soon as she got... She was like, oh, shit, I'm about to die. This is not what I want. Like, bruh, I'm trying to be here to see all the stuff go down that's going to go down. I really like the way we never know who it is, who could be turning on somebody. Anyone could be evil at any moment. You never knew. You literally never know who's evil until they're needed to be evil. And that can be seen as a bad thing. But, it's really funny because Robert Jordan does all of those things that are considered like bad and tropey, but he makes it work so well. Like, wow. Since they did book 3 cover the timey-wimey aspect of Balefire? No, there was no coverage of Balefire like that at all. We just heard about it being like a crazy high-level thing, and they talked about it possibly being a plasma ray. That's like one of the only things that they really were talking about when it comes to that book. She got a big old hole she got to deal with. Exactly. Yo, what up, Akam? How you doing today, man? I got work in a few hours. We'll catch you on the replay. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night. Sleep well and wake. And if you're watching tomorrow right now, what's happening in the future? Been sitting on secrets about the episode for months. Finally free. That's hella funny. To be fair, everyone on this show is pretty hot. I can't argue with you there at all. I can't wait. Y'all, I can't wait that long for season 4. What book do I start with? Yeah, I don't know how long. Depending on how long it takes for book 4, we will be doing, for season 4, we'll probably be reading book 4. I think from here on out, we're not going to be only watchers anymore. I'm pretty sure we'll be readers from here on out. I would like to maybe, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to continue and ride the hype of the Wheel of Time going into book 4, but I also really want to finish Mistborn. So we might jump into book 4 for book club, and then after that go into finish Mistborn, and then come back for books like 5 through 13. The show is definitely through with book 4. Are you sure, Marisu? One in the chat if you guys think, well, I can't even trust your opinions, but one in the chat if you guys think that they're completely done with book 4. Like, if they've done all of the things that are in book 4 for the show, like, though, I mean, of course, there might be a little small things here and there that they'll keep for the other one, but do you think that the book 4 plot is completely covered in this series already? No, yeah, that's exactly my point, though, Akam, is that Jordan is the one. Like, my point is that he did it well, and then everyone else did it bad, and it became, you know what I mean? Like, it was already a trope in a way, but also not a trope in a way, but, you know, like the chosen one and all of that shit, you know, but he does all of those things that are considered bad, and he does them so well that it's inherently weaved into the story. Not just that he does it in a good way. No, he makes the tropes key plot points for the series and for characters. That is awesome. Like, that is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just it's not just like, oh, there's a chosen one. No. It's like, bro, we are going to go into the chosen one, into the chosen one, into the chosen one. You know what I mean? He's so much the chosen one that the universe revolves around him. Like, I love that. I just love it. I love every aspect of it. Even being OP, I love how bro, everything is just amazing. I'm ready to finish the series. So definitely done with book 4. I don't think they're done with book 3 yet, but yeah, they're done with book 4. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, they're not done with book 3 because he still hasn't got the sword. The sword that's not a sword. They really went crazy with putting so many things together. You absolutely must do book 4. It's the bee's knees. Ooh. I thought it was her extra oath being released. If it was her extra oath being released, that oath was to Swan, and it being released let her know that Swan died because there's no other way for it to be released. So she, like, got overwhelmed from all of that. Like, she got stabbed. She was channeling the most energy that she's probably ever channeled in her life. And her lover, soulmate, died all at the same time. That's a shit ton of things to go with. Show finished book 4 plot. Dope. Can't believe we got Elfin on screen. I'm so damn hype. Yeah, that's crazy. Exactly, Marisu. Main character is a superpower. That is the best way to put it. Main character is the superpower. I love that. Yeah, for sure. You know what that made me think of? I've been thinking about creating like a character or a comic or a story about an OPS character, but they have the Toon Force, you know? Like, I always wondered, like an anime or a manga or anything like that, but what would happen if, like, a person got access to the Toon Force on some mask shit, but a little bit more realistic, right? Yeah, bro. That I really want to see what some shit like that could look like. Anyone else imagine the Elfin to be furry? That's funny. I imagine the fox guys to be fuzzy, yeah. I never saw them in my mind with fur, but I'm glad they were in there. Yeah, that was crazy. So Elida went into the red doors crazy how I was like, oh, is there going to be a red door on this side too? And then there was. Wow, that was crazy. I was like, oh shit, there is. Everyone was like, oh no, Matt's leaving the White Tower. How is he going to go through the red arches? Or how is he going to have his stuff with the red arches? I like that they just put another arch on the other side of the map. Like, I like when they finesse y'all like that. I don't know if it doesn't seem like that happens in the book because, you know what I mean? But it's just, I like the way that they do those subtle things to really throw everyone off. Like, they be throwing everybody off one way or another. They be like, oh, you think you know what's gonna happen? Loyal dead! Like, oh my god. Like, bro, what? Like, bruh. You think you know? Swan John dead! Swan John's dead! Murdered in the White Tower! Beheaded! Like, what? So many things I'm just not ready for, bro. Like, really going balls to the wall. Season 4 will cover book 5 and 6 and some of book 7. God damn. They really said, off with the head, and then they said, Swan, where you beheaded? Sorry, that was a lame joke. Lanfear in her get up while talking to Robin was hot. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think they used the water bond on each other? I thought that as well. I was like, can they do that? But then it's like, why wouldn't they be able to? I guess it's just creating a bond with someone, you know? Exactly. The scene with Lan and Moiraine in the when we got that flicker moment, you know? It happened then, and it was like, what in the world? Hey, much love, Ram. Hope you're having a good one, yo. Love from America to you as well. I didn't think she was gonna get executed, but it's a storyline they can cut pretty easy, in my opinion. Yeah, bro, they smacked her. They absolutely smacked her. And Loyal, like, damn. Yeah, Elida did make a deal with Elfin. As we see, well, the way I see it is when you leave out of the arches and you make a deal, you get a piece of jewelry. For Matt, it was the pendant around his neck. And for Elida, she had the bracelet around her wrist that had many charms to it as well. Not just one charm. There were a lot of different charms. And one of the biggest charms was shaped as a key. I believe this key will possibly be to the box on the desk. That box on Swan's desk is going to be super important. They highlighted it throughout the season. They kept showing the letters. They kept showing it. I don't think it's just going to be something that Elida is just going to open and then burn the letters inside. Like, no, I don't think it's going to be a thing like that. I think she's going to read each one of those letters, get as much information as she can, and figure out that the White Tower maybe does need to kneel to the dragon. Bend the knee to the dragon. That's going to be a very interesting storyline in itself next season. It also seems like they are straying from the source material so much that I'm at the point where I need to start reading. You know what I mean? Because whatever the hell they do next is just whatever the fuck they want. Like, they're just doing shit now. I don't mean that in a bad way either, but it's just like, it just seems like they're just changing. They're changing big things. They're changing a lot of things, and they're just doing shit. So I really want to know what actually is happening and follow along with that story for sure. Because I'm like, damn, where we left off in the books and where we are here is so different, like tremendously different. It kind of seems like maybe that one power wish that Matt made might be tied to his luck in some way if they do the whole Lucky Matt thing. I don't know if we go down that route still, but you know, they can definitely put it to that, because they might not want to answer any of those questions in another way and just tie it all to one thing. The more and more that I read and the more that I watch this show, the more I feel safe saying that this is literally how the Netflix live action Netflix live action Avatar: The Last Airbender is. Like, without a doubt, this show is the equivalent of that. Like, completely does whatever they want, but it still works, and it ends up being a good story because it is a remix. It's not a retelling. It's not an adaptation. They are taking this show is not adapted from the books. It's inspired by the books heavily, like that heavy difference there. And I think you can really see that difference in this season, like for sure. It was there in seasons 1 and 2, but this is really that point where things start to go like fork off into another direction. Again, I'm not necessarily saying that is a bad thing, or I'm not talking about it in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, from just reading book 3 and then immediately after reading book 3, like a week later, starting the season 3, there were so many things that, I'm not gonna lie, I did want to see a lot of different things happening, and those things didn't happen, but the shit that did happen was so cool. Like, they did so much dope stuff. Like so many dope things are happening, bro, and I did not expect to see them going so hard with the show in the way they did. Being able to see, Rand even talked about it, like something about Ruidian or something dropping, you know, I can't think of what the damn name is, but yeah, bro, like seeing that fall from the sky and the Dark One bore his way through the pattern, like all of that was amazing. Seeing Rand's past lives, like they have been going extra hard with all of that. So I'm so hyped, and I'm ready to keep reading these books so I can follow along with what Robert Jordan really like had in mind, my guy, because wow. They can do whatever they want in the show. I don't think it's possible in the books though. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Maybe you're talking Swan getting executed, bro. Yeah, there's things that I don't even know what happens in the books, and I'm like, bro, how does this work? You know what I'm saying? So I know that this is a very big detour from what's going on with the books. Also, any theories on the last Black Aja member in the tower? I have some assumptions. I really think it's possible for the last dark friend to either be the dude that Fael was with, because he just seems so weird and he gives me wild vibes. Or I'm trying to think of who have we seen from like the beginning of the show. Because I'm not going to lie, for a while there, I started thinking maybe Patton Fane was a Forsaken. But he just don't have that prestige look to him in a way. I don't know who else it could be. If it is a female, it might be the one that is now Elida's right hand. I could see it being her. It really probably is her, because she was just way too down to do everything that was going on. And I felt like maybe she should have had a little bit more questions. Like, oh, it's just the logical thing to follow me and kill Swanshawn. Like, I don't know. There's so many questions that we have around there. You know? It was just like, hey, yeah, let's kill her now. I know I didn't back you the first time, but I'm going to back you this time. Something about that just seems wrong. And then she was the one that was standing near when Varen's sister told Elida about the two Black Aja that were like that they had trapped in the dungeon. So if Homegirl, that is her right hand man, is a dark friend or whatever, a Black Aja, that would be how the Gray Man would know where they were being held. If it was her. Maybe it could be more. I don't think it could be one of Elaine's brothers because they're young. Like they're wee laddies. You need to flush a lot of this out of your brain before starting book 4. Oh, trust me. I got it now. Like I'm like I'm like, buddy. I think there is a chosen in the tower as well as a Black Aja. Aren't we missing a Forsaken? Okay, yeah. So I think one of the Forsaken is who I was saying before, and I think one of the Black Aja is who I was just saying. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of the distinction between the two. We're missing a male Forsaken. Okay. There are more Forsaken. I don't know if they're in the tower though. There's one more Black Aja and one more Forsaken. Could they possibly like be the same person? We already see that Magi has been straight up blending in. Who's to say no one else is blending in like that? You know? I think this is more headcanon. I don't know if that's a true thing. I'm so suspicious of Alvarin, the White Aja member. I think that's the right hand to the Amerlin now, if I'm not mistaken, right? I still say Rima is a Forsaken. Okay. That's actually pretty crazy. Because Rima, I was very sus of Rima. I was like, when we first saw her this season, I was like, wait, didn't she die? So I could see that. I can see that. Rima never left. Are you saying Rima never left Falm and the other one in Tarvalon is an imposter? Ooh. That would be pretty dope. I was hoping for a Graindale hot actress in sexy clothes, but dang it. Rima just seemed so. It just seemed weird that she was back in full effect for some reason. Like, didn't her warder get murdered? No, it's not Rima. Yes, it's Alviren. Who the hell is Alviren? Oh yeah, the right hand. Yeah, I think it's Alvierin as well. I don't know that was her name. Rima seemed like she was in mourning like Alana. Ooh. I feel like once I go back and watch the season again, now that we know who is Black Aja, I feel like if we go back in the season and see who everyone maybe was dealing with, we might see something. Like, I need to know who Alana was talking to. Like, if we ever saw Alana talking to any of the other Black Aja, then it's like, yeah, bro, we need to figure it out. But the question is, why wouldn't the last Black Aja have been there to turn up with everyone when it was time to leave, when it was time to go? You know? Maybe she wasn't there. Hmm. 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 Elida is the first Amerlin to choose a keeper from a different Aja. Okay, I thought that was interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I did think that was very interesting because when I was watching it, I was like, wait, because when we got the flashback, we saw that, of course, Swan was a blue Aja before, but we also saw that her keeper was also a blue Aja, and I don't think I knew that that was a thing. And then, it did stand out to me when the new Amerlin had a different. I was like, I honestly didn't even know that was something that they could do. I thought it was like by law they had to have someone, one of their homies on their team, for lack of better words. Yeah, and she's a white Aja, so it makes it even more like, I don't know. But also, and is Elida being a unknowingly known. Wait, what? Is Elida unknowingly working for Robin part of her deal with the Foxman in order to be on the throne? You know? Yeah, please no spoilers, you guys. I have not read past book 3, so don't talk about anything past book 3. No spoilers. Mods in the chat will definitely get your ass out of here if you can't proceed or heed to the rules. You feel me? Always leave a mole behind, bruh, to be there in the tower. But how would they know that? No, that's way too much thinking, y'all. Like, this was a last minute thing that happened. Like, Leandrin got pulled up. They was about to, not gentle her. They was about to steal her right then and there. Everybody had to react at that moment and help her out. There's only all the Ajas only know one other person. So, like the word would, if shit's going down, there's no way that everyone knows for one person to not act. because that one person only know two people who only know other people who, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that we could all get on the same page to be like, all right, bro, you stay behind. Like, you know what I mean, though? Maybe they show that to us in the next season. Maybe that's where all the other Aes Sedai had came from when they bent that corner trying to get into the hall. But the Reds was right there to stop them. Now, Leanne wasn't still. That's why everyone turned up. Oh, no, that's Leandrin. Now, Leanne got shielded. Guys, come on. I'm going to shut down chat. Damn, is everybody being... Don't be spoiler heads. Leanne wasn't stealed. We didn't see the power stripping, stabby weaves ripping off. Yeah, exactly. That's true. We didn't see that at all. No talk of her being on the boat back to Tar Valon. Totally okay a month after losing her warder. Sus. Yeah, that's very true. That is hella sus. And the way that she was just chilling. I don't know. Yeah, that definitely felt weird for her to just basically be like a background character now, you know? Like, I doubt that. It's almost like she purposely, I don't know, just tried to slip back in as if nothing happened. Try to stay out of sight, out of mind. I don't think they planned that ahead of time. My assumption is that they had some sort of contingency. Okay, but here's my thing, Thatch. How do you have a contingency plan when don't nobody know who each other is? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the contingency plan would have to be, hey, this one person is going to stay behind. But everybody else is going to leave. But none of them even knew who each other were. I don't know, man. I don't know. I got so many questions. We still never got an answer to what was going on with Varen and how Varen was able to just pull up around the corner like that. Okay, hear me out. I don't know if this is the thing. I've been reading Mistborn as I go to sleep at night. So I'm like looking for all of the times where they talk about the shapeshifter thing going on, and I'm like, what if that's why we don't know who the last Forsaken is? Is because the last Forsaken is a shapeshifter. So I don't know if that's a thing that happens in the Wheel of Time, but I mean, we got Foxmen and alternate dimensions given wishes as fucking genies. So I don't think that shapeshifters is out of the question. So if the last Forsaken has just been shapeshifting through all the live long way, and then we get that to be the answer as to why some characters are doing this in certain places. Because I ain't gonna lie, there has been multiple moments where something will happen and you be like, what the fuck is going on with that person? Or, just little things like that. But I now have summed it up to people being, I always summed it up to people being secret dark friends or gray men or any of that weird shit that we don't even know that's been around. I don't know how many other gray men have there been that have been attacking them in the last seasons and stuff and whatnot. Like, I don't know. So many questions. Elida looked scared, surprised at the end, right? Oh, yeah. Yes, Holmes. She was absolutely terrified. She was terrified, Holmes. She was. Yeah. Yeah, Elida was, bruh. And Aes Sedai cannot lie. So as Suan is on her, she knows she about to die. She knows it's about to be chitty chitty bang bang. She drops all of the truth right then and there. I would be scared too, listening to her like, bruh, this is exactly what it is. And then she literally lays out exactly what it is. And she's like, do with it as you will. And then this is where I got super sus about Alviarin, right? She's like, hey, it don't matter. We already sentenced you to death. Boom. She's like cutting her off, you know? I don't know, man. Cutting her off might not have been the best choice of words, but for real, it was just weird. I don't know, that was all weird. She was startled at Swan's speech, and she didn't say anything about Alviarin. She didn't tell Alviarin to kill her. You know what I mean? She wasn't like, all right, let's proceed with the beheading, or let's proceed with the thing. She didn't do any of that. She was like, it was like Alviarin saw that Elida was actually listening to Swan, so she killed her before she could get, you know, really be on the level of like maybe even wanting to spare her life or whatever. It's like, nah, it's too late. Your life can't be spared. You're supposed to die. I don't know. All of that just seems so weird. But now I'm like, I can't trust nobody, bruh. Everyone in a heart knows one other from a different heart. We found that out from the BA prisoners. Okay, is that how it works? Because I thought it was one person only knows the other two sisters that are in her heart. I didn't know that they knew someone else in another heart. Yeah, I didn't know that. And if that's the case, I think what I said still stands. We still got to somehow be on the same page with everybody. And there was just not enough time to do all of that. But if they do have that chain to where like one out of the three knows one, and then one out of those three knows one, and then one out of those three knows one, and then one of those three knows one, then I guess each leader of those specific hearts could be talking through the other ones back around. I don't know. That one seems a little too much, but I guess it's possible. Funny that Robin got outed because Tom was Facebook stalking his ex and knew she didn't have no consort named Gabriel. Yes, that's exactly what I was like, wait, is he her dad or something? Because it was like he knew a lot, and he was definitely getting into Queen's betweens. You feel me? So I definitely want to know what's going on there. And then it seems like he also was keeping tabs on Elaine. Maybe because that's his daughter. Which makes the whole titty song a little weirder, but it's okay. Maybe just Leandra knew that one was staying. Maybe everyone else was just told to follow Leandrin when shit went sideways, and they were all surprised to find out who each other were day of. That could be possible. See, that could be possible, but also, and the Red Aja were protecting her again. We're protecting the White Tower people from the other people because no one knew that was going down that day the way that it went down. You know? It was all of that was like a last minute thing. Like, nah, we're about to get her. And then boom, they had Nynaeve, so it was a double twist, you know? None of that was supposed to go down that way. That's why I'm like, bro, how would they have known to keep someone behind in one of these contingency plans? Because they weren't, none of that was supposed to happen. Like, they weren't even going to out themselves as Black Aja. They was just trying to get the Emerald off the seat. So it's like, bro, how did they, like, yeah. That's crazy. But maybe that's also connected to whoever it is that's the last one now. Whoever's the last Forsaken, you know? You know? Exactly. Silenced her quick as shit, Holmes. I'm gonna let you finish, but you may finish, but you won't continue. Damn. Leandrin got connected to 4 different hearts, right? I don't think so. I don't think we got any information about the Black Aja stuff outside of there being hearts with only 3 people in them. And I cannot remember if they said whether or not the other people knew about other people within the heart. You know, I don't remember that part for sure. Hmm. And extra crazy because Swan actually saved her punk ass. Leandrin's punk, not Leandrin. Elida's punk ass. I'm sorry. I'm looking for what they said about the Black Aja. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. No, all of episode 4 was the visions and shit, right? Yeah, that was all visions and shit. Oh, here we go. Episode 5, Teleran Riode. Boom, here we go. Subtitles. We will never betray our sisters or our oaths. Hey, how come other homegirl didn't disappear when she broke her oaths and told her everything and told Elida everything? Shouldn't she have disappeared like homegirl did? Tell me their names. Here we go. I only know one other. I told the Amerlin I would negotiate if I can. Oh shit. Wait. Wait, what? What? She didn't say it. Wait, did they tell? Okay. Did the Black Aja tell that to Elida? Or did they tell it to Nynaeve and Elaine? Shit, they told it to Nynaeve and Elaine, huh? So that wasn't this episode then. God damn it. I was a member of the Grey Aja before I joined the Black. My life's work was to read people, situations, work at the time. Hold on. I believe when you say you'll kill us. I know a killer when I see one. Okay, so maybe it was before that. Wait, hold on. Tell us where she is. I don't know. Okay, this is when they're looking for Leandrin. Hold on. Is this what? Okay, yeah. She was like, "This is how you want to be remembered, or do you want to drop the act?" And then she immediately drops the act, which was awesome. I love that. Leandrin's going to Tyr. She means to help the Forsaken take Kalendor for himself. One of the dragon can break the wards guarding Kalendor. Then you've got nothing to worry about. She pretended to be Yellow Aja for years, telling her patients they'd be fine. They all believed her right up until the end. She may be lying, but at least she's talking, which means she values her life. Come on, son, where are we at? Oh yeah, I forgot they were doing the whole false dragon lie or whatever. Who the hell do they say this shit to? Interesting. When she says, I know a killer when you see one. Oh. That's definitely not their plan. They must have had just a blanket plan for one to stay if anyone else got found and they had to go. None of them were expecting to Leandrin just to order them. Yeah, they only became Leandrin's cabal after Ishmael died. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot there. Just a lot there. No, yeah, they only know the other two members in their heart. So a section of Three Sisters So hearts are within the Black Aja. A heart consists of a group of 3 Black Aja sisters who are closely connected. Members within a heart only directly know the other 2 members within their specific heart, and this structure suggests a yeah. Oh, no. It has been mentioned that some members of a heart might have one additional contact outside of their immediate group of 3, allowing them to communicate information between hearts. Okay. All right, so if they can know one person, then that's that. And they could be like, hey, you're gonna be the one to stay here behind. Squash is crazy. As soon as he bonded with her, I was like, oh no. Wait, what? Do you know immediately what they were using Alcera for? Who bonded? I think that was a weave Lanfear put on Melindra specifically. No oaths, not oaths themselves. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you can have oath sworn to a Forsaken, oath sworn to the Dark One, oath sworn to someone else. Damn. I forgot that homegirl died before she could say anything. Because she was about to snitch and tell them who the 3rd person was. But then that's when the gray man came and killed her. They were still partly lying, I think. Maybe a loophole. Yeah, all the Black Aja are dead right now, aren't they? Except the one that stayed behind in Leandrin. Yeah, because Homegirl got bail-fired. Oh, I think the other one just got knocked out. Yeah, that other one that just got knocked out. I remember. I remember now. Crazy, bro. Bro, that's just so much information to be so many things to be doing, so much information to be moving around all at one time, bro. That's crazy. Because I mean, they didn't have that's wild. That's wild. I gotta go back and watch this season again for sure. In the show, they were saying that Magi is the source of Greyman, so that confirms she's keeping tabs on the tower. No, yes, but no, because remember, she was making Greyman for Robin to take out Elaine. So that Greyman, like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying there's so many things going on at one time, because all the Greymen were actually there to kill Elaine at first, but then the other Greyman was there to stop them from snitching on who was actually a part of the Black Aja, which Magi doesn't know. Only Robin knows that because you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone is working for everybody. Everybody, there's so many things afoot. You know what I mean? Like, everyone, like, there's Greyman everywhere. Magi was actually working with Robin to make the Greyman for them. Remember, she had turned one of those white cloaks into a Greyman as well. Like, bruh, there's so much shit that's going on. Because Magi was initially working with the other Forsaken, but then stopped and started trying to like take over things for herself. And then that's when all like, bro. Like, really, once we see the Forsaken meet up, that's where another fork in the road is created, and everyone starts trying to vie for power themselves instead of actually working together. Because then Magi's like, I'm supposed to kill you or whatever, but I actually like to see Robin lose. So then she starts playing for herself instead of for whoever she was working with. Like, everybody is out for themselves and everyone's lying to each other and everyone is like, bro, there's so much going on. There are so many things happening. Okay. Wow, this is a lot. That's what I'm. This is so much. Because the Black Aja Cabal was working for Ishmael initially. Once Ishmael died, all of the Forsaken stepped in and tried to and basically split the Cabal up. Lanfear. Leandrin was like took over the Cabal because her main goal has always been to be a Forsaken. So she does that thing. Some of the Black Aja go and help Robin. Some of the other Black Aja go and help. What was brother's name that died? The one that got turned into into art. Damn. Oh. Interesting. Hmm. A dark friend's worst nightmare is to get conflicting orders from two Forsaken. Yeah, that gotta be Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like, yeah, that's gotta be over. Bottom line, every Black Aja will lie to and stab you in the back. Everyone else Forsaken, same thing on a bigger scale. Yeah, literally, they're all out for their own power and right to succeed, and it's just a jumbled up mess of nonsense over there, yo. For real. Is it 2:30 in the morning? Goddamn chat, it's 2:30 in the morning, man. I gotta go to bed. Kids got school in the morning and stuff. Yo, this was a W season finale for the Wheel of Time season 3. I really liked it. This season was awesome. I need more episodes next season. I've continued to say this, that the Wheel of Time is similar to Game of Thrones, but as to where Game of Thrones kind of got bad at the end, I think that this show will just continue to get better and better and better and better and better. And the way that, Game of Thrones got episodes taken away as it continued on, let's hope that Wheel of Time gets more episodes added. Like, imagine if they just had one extra episode next season. Like, literally they need more, but even just one would just take them a very far place. And I continue to say that writers are really getting down how to do these, 6 to 9 episode seasons and whatnot. So I'm pretty pumped I'm pretty pumped for whatever is going to go down in the next season. I hope it doesn't take too long to get here. But in the meantime and in between time, we're going to be starting book club for book 4 very, very soon. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we go live for whatever shows we may be covering. This is our second finale this week. We did the season finale for Daredevil yesterday. Tonight, obviously, we're doing Wheel of Time. Tomorrow, we're going to be checking out the premiere of Ryan Coogler's Sinners. And then I'll be doing a review for that movie afterwards tomorrow night. Friday, I think I'm going to see a movie as well or something. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But it's going to be a good time. It's going to be good vibes. And I just hope to be able to share all those vibes and times with you. And we will be back talking about the Wheel of Time more for sure. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. Okay? All right. So I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and vibing with your boy Sensei today. You feel me? Or with your friendly neighborhood Sensei, as I should say. And I'm pretty pumped, bro. I am pumped for everything that is about to be going down for the rest of Wheel of Time, bro. I feel like we are at a huge turning point. And I'm so pleased, bro. I'm so pleased. This show needs 3 things. It needs a prime time slot. This midnight release is bullshit for Wheel of Time. It should be a 6 p.m. release. It just should. 6 p.m. PST, that is. It should be a 6 p.m. release for sure. That's what prime time does. That's what prime time slots are. Once you get that type of slot, more people will tune in with it because it's actually coming out while people are awake and alive during the day fucking time. Second, it needs at least 1 to 2 more episodes. 10 episodes would be a nice, really nice thing to go around here. And the last thing it needs is for Amazon Prime to not be little bitches about it and put as much money as they can and just throw the Lord of the Rings live action show to the wolves. No one's watching that. No one will be watching that. Take all of that money, give it to the Wheel of Time. But with all that being said, I hope all of you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Sleep well and wake.
If you guys would like to support Marv Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update,